The cast should be up.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse and wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone. Boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me low, bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me low, bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. This has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out. Out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Yeah, I could have done more with that. He just doesn't like to be tackled. It's just what it boils down.
Blocked and turned to the side.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down.
Ooh, Clowney, good hit. How strong is your defense, bro? Because Chubb is strong. Big strong. Spinach. Lots of spinach.
Every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
God damn, it takes a long time to flip this trade, though.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Browns. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
That's my man.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7.
That is why you trade Metcalf for Chubb, people.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Beast.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That was a bad call.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such
too early
an
in the season. I missed over.
I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
At the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 20. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First and
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Wentz now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Sweat brought him down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on fourth and goal, but they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Matt Milano on the...
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Now Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Watkins forced out to his left. He finds, and I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Smith catches left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Damn it, Quez, that
and the
fumble,
Bengals
man.
have got it back to a 1-score game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brought down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A toss play to Chubb. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, wow. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
That's retarded. Okay.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That's crazy. I don't want to start fucking one. No, that's crazy.
Extra point try now for
That was a bad throw, but damn. I thought I threw it low enough. Crazy.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the
Damn, just
game
got from.
at 14.
Ooh, that's rough.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
That's crazy. Fumble and a pick six. All right. I sleep on my opponent.
So after the
That's how I learn.
incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run. Chubb.
Oh my God.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
That's crazy.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Damn, I'm sunning myself.
That's an excellent
crazy.
job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first
No
down.
more
Instead,
bullshit,
he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very good kick there, but
No more
15
bullshit,
yards
bro.
on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Wow. I get ball at half too, so no more bullshit.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes.
Throw it, bro.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Wentz now to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman.
I thought I got
EA
ball.
Sports halftime report. Coach.
Oh, man.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in at the 3. And he'll tackle just shy of the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What the fuck? Give him a penalty.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down. He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here.
That's crazy. I should have stuffed that dagger in, and I had the chance. Now he's sliding. You gotta eat. Let's get him.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Open man here, the tight end Henry.
That's crazy.
And way down into the red zone before he's dropped.
We got time to turn it over.
15.
A gain of 43 yards.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And incomplete.
Come on.
As he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
You silly ass motherfucker, bro.
Mike Evans with
That's
his
funny.
second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals
Lucky
have taken the
motherfucker, man. Them
lead.
2 little interceptions.
And
That's
partner, they
crazy.
found a gap there on the post
Ever
pattern,
since
and
that
it was in the
fumble.
middle third of the field.
And that's really
Alright.
difficult to do because
Let's get what I'm
ordinarily
doing,
the
bro. This
safeties
shit
are
joke.
back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited
Crazy.
it.
The
21.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send
dumb,
this one
bro.
away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like
Patty,
they've got to play
making
catch-up here.
throws,
They start
dog.
matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Wow. I had this game in the bag. Now I'm selling myself short. Bro.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 25 yards that time.
5 more yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, watch the slant. Check. Banjo.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kicker on
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20,
dude,
but not
showtime,
by
baby.
much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that?
There's no way.
Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's
retarded.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
You ain't running for shit with that slow-ass running back.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And there ain't nobody there? Okay.
He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Yes,
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
There you
And
go.
the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just dump, bro. That's all it sounds. Can't play dumb.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Man,
this
that
one
motherfucker's slow.
incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
That's a kick, babe.
And no return
Gonna
on
make
this
him
one
get
as
a
the fair
whole
catch is signaled
motherfucker, bro.
for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ain't doing nothing short.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's able to skip it. Away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz.
No, we got D there, though.
Across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And
both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
On second down, here's Wentz.
Oh, wow, broken. Cover 9 broken. I can't even blame him for that. He gave me too much time, though. That's crazy.
Mike Williams, 52 yards. And the Bengals have
I ain't worried
broken
about
out
his
tie
defense
as
at
they
least.
take
Give
the
him too much
lead.
time. Just give me ball, give me ball.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just
Or
saw
the
there was a
defense,
great
though.
amount of poise. Because
I don't know why I'm
typically when
trying all
teams
this new
tie the
shit.
game up, it's a little bit of
I need
a,
to fix
how
what
would you
ain't
say,
broken.
you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked
He did
back
nothing out of
after
it.
they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Crazy out there. Defense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 39, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 20.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And again, it's Chubb. And some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the carry, it's Chubb. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 36.
No stumble recovery. That's crazy.
Up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe
He
this
don't
long
change
drive
Chubb.
take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on
Are you
that
kidding
one.
me?
Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
And the Bengals
Playbook
first
just
down.
looks weird to me, bro.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wentz. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right. I had to get my lighter, whoever commented. Oh, okay.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Stays in this
They control
defense.
their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. You call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down and 8.
Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down.
Gotta make that play, brother. Gotta make that play, brother.
By the offense.
I'm sorry,
left with just one remaining.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And that cost you. Chubb does.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, it's so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
That's crazy.
Down, but not before he works it past the 50. This
Bro, that's not even right.
18 yards.
That's fucking crazy.
Wentz now on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
What the fucking broke-ass game, bro. That's a loss from a fumble. Oh my god. What a joke, bro. Now that's getting sold by the game. That ain't the same thing.
Good plays have him on the move on first down. They run with Howard. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
Fucking retarded, bro.
Inside the 15-yard line.
Fucking fumble, bro.
Gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it
What
a
a
combined
joke.
33 yards.
What a fucking joke, man. That's just the game feeling bad for this motherfucker, bro.
At the
And, you know,
14-yard
like,
line.
he wouldn't even hit hard. That's the fucking thing. Like, it really wasn't.
Now Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first
What
down
a
as
joke,
well.
bro.
Consecutive plays
The
now where
least
that offensive
deserving
line
win
has
I've
really
ever
created
seen,
a
bro.
lot of space.
Yeah,
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance. Believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
trying to punch it in with Howard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain. Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They got 3. And he is in
Oh,
for
is
the
he?
score.
What a joke, bro.
And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Tonight's final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile,
That's
for the
a
Browns,
joke, bro. That's a joke.